Good morning. Welcome back to Racine and Me this morning. We are talking about big sisters of Greater Racine, and some little sisters are so inspired by their big sisters they become big sisters themselves. So we're going to start off this morning talking with Jean. And now, Jean, you are the biggest of the big sisters here.
I'm still the biggest.
You're still the biggest of the big sisters. You started back with the organization in the 80s?
I did. I actually was involved in Big Sisters in Boston before I moved to Racine, and got reignited with a group of women that I met that were in the organization, and went on the board for many years and was president. But during that time I'd had 2 children of my own, and was very close to our director of volunteers at the time, Racine, who said, "Jean, it's time for you." And I said, "I'm ready." So Claire's father actually went to Racine and asked to have a pair for Claire, and I said, well, I think it should be me. So that's how we got matched.
And that's how you guys became friends. What's the feeling initially coming into an organization as a little? I mean, was there a little hesitancy? You didn't really know what to expect?
I don't know. I was only like 9, I think, when it happened.
Can you remember back that far?
It just was what it was. It was really good. I mean, it ended up being such a great experience, and I just needed, throughout my life, I needed an extra person, you know, to give me support, and Jean was always there. Initially, though, I guess just like any kid, like, you know, meeting new people was a little nerve-wracking,
But she kind of put you at ease?
Yeah.
So tell me about some of the activities that you guys used to do. I know you brought kind of a whole folder full of stuff, a folder full of memories, right?
Well, I think it was funny, in here there's a certificate that said that your match is over, and they do that when you're, like, formally when Claire turned 18. And I'm like, gosh, it's not really over, but I felt that way. So we were together for about 8 years as a formal match. So I kept some of the notes and cards and things that Claire had written for me over the years and read them before coming in today, and oh gosh, yeah.
Oh, I'm sure it makes you a little choked up. I mean, it sounds like you guys have a very special relationship. Probably, did you ever expect it to kind of develop into what it did?
I think so. I think anytime you have a long-term friendship, good things come out of it. So, and it did for us.
And that meant that, Claire, you were obviously inspired to kind of do the same thing.
I was.
Tell me about that.
Yeah. I think I probably always knew that I wanted to be a big sister when I was too old to be a little. It took me a few years to jump back in the program, though. I was afraid that I didn't have enough money, I didn't have my life organized enough to be a mentor to someone else. But then eventually I just realized I got to do it. It's something I got to do, you know? So I did. I went to Ruth Ann, filled out the paperwork, and she matched me up with Janet. And still to this day, I have no idea what I'm doing in my life and what not. I'm not necessarily financially, like, set or anything, but that's not what I'm here for.
Well, you were inspiring people, just as you've been inspired. That's wonderful. So, Janet, tell me about your big sis and about what you guys do.
She's amazing. Let me just say that. She's really nice. She's always been there for me. I mean, if you like, it's Claire.
Aww. What kind of things do you guys usually do? You go to the mall, hang out, watch movies?
Yeah. I took her to Mexico with me and my family.
You're kidding?
Yeah, I took her like 2 years ago, maybe.
A couple years ago, yeah.
Yeah, we went for my uncle's wedding.
It's not a typical big and little sister
event,
but that just shows you how close you two have gotten.
Yeah, we're really close.
Oh, that's wonderful. Do you guys meet weekly?
Well, yeah.
Off and on.
Yeah.
We both get into our own little lives every once in a while. But, you know.
Yeah.
Send a text here and there. How's it going? How's the week?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, we always like end up doing something. Like it's not really ever planned. Like I'll just be like, hey, Claire, are you busy? No. Okay, let's go do something.
Now we're getting into the summer here, so you're going to be off of school for a few months. Does that mean you guys get a chance to see each other some more?
Yeah.
Probably.
My dad asked her just a couple of days ago if she wanted to go to Mexico. We're planning to go in August, so.
Again?
Yeah, they usually ask
Hopefully.
every time I go over.
Oh yeah.
Where are you going to
Aw,
Mexico?
that's so wonderful, and that has to be great for you to see, to know that you kind of started this whole spark.
Absolutely. I got to meet Janet a couple of years ago
Yeah.
at one of the Big Sister banquets, and it was just, it was awesome. It's like generations. It's very.
Do you, since you had been with the organization for a while, do you find that there were a lot of littles that turned into bigs?
You know, I honestly don't know what that number is.
I don't think there's many.
I don't think there's
No.
a whole lot.
And it really surprises me.
Yeah.
Well, it seems like obviously you both have gotten so much out of the organization as being littles
Yeah.
yourselves, and just kind of having somebody there to talk to and listen to. So what's your favorite part about the whole experience, Janet? What's your favorite thing to do?
I don't know. I just like being with Claire. I mean, it's not like I have like a favorite thing to do all the time. It's like we don't even like plan what to do. Like we just go out and we're like, oh, let's just go here, and like she'll have errands to do. I'll just go with her.
That's what friends do. Those are the best friends that are like, hey, you want to go to Target with me? I have to go do a little bit of shopping. Oh, that's wonderful. Now, do you plan on staying with the organization for a while?
Forever.
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 That's a good answer. I'm sure all those folks out there would love to hear that. Well, ladies, thank you so much for coming in this
Thanks for
morning.
having
We really
us.
Thank
appreciate
you.
this.
Great.
It's great to see all these inspirational faces, and I'm sure more people are going to want to do this too. So if this is something that sounds interesting to you, that you want to get involved with Big Sisters of Greater Racine, we're going to talk with the volunteer coordinator to tell you how you can get involved. Stay with us.
Yay.